It's funny to say that one is trying to sabotage the system. On a more serious note, let me correct this impression. Let's note that it is only once that is under Reverend Albert Okpotubetwi. Yeah. That was when staff rose up against him. Now, the reason was that we have seen that IGF, by law and by policy, is not supposed to be used to purchase cars. Now, 1 million of that IGF money. Today, we are crying that we don't have money. So let's look at the back. What happened? What transferred backwards? We are complaining. And then that money was used to purchase cars. It's not only that. We also realized that board allowances were increased arbitrarily for over 300%. Board allowance was 500. It was increased to 2,200. To some extent, it was increased. We had board fees and board allowances. And then when we raised those issues, I was glad that time the sector minister came up to say, no, Kolebu has not come to seek any permission for me to increase the allowance. That is not the process, and that's not the procedure. And for that, Kolebu, now, the minister gave a directives at that time that there were 2 cars that were left. And for that matter, if those cars were not allocated to anybody, they should return to the ministry because we cannot continue to use those monies to buy cars. When she left, the order was not followed. That same 2 cars were reallocated again to 2 directors who were on probation, who were having 2 brand new cars. So the question you keep asking yourself, what are we doing in the hospital? There's a policy which has been floated. The minister has come out. He has written a letter, signed, referring to the policy. And you have no money mindset. So who is supposed to be the watchdog? And we keep saying that, and you see basic things in the hospital are lacking. You read, for example, we don't have gloves, we don't have any suction machine. How much does it cost? But we end up spending money on other things other than what the money is supposed to be used for. Like special care. And we bear the ground. Patients come in, for example, you don't have a medicine, comes midnight, there's no reagents in the laboratory. They start stopping you. And some of them, the price is just as 2 cedis. So when they wait and they go and buy it across the street early in the morning, they come and ask, so the drug is just 1 cedi, and you can't have it in your place. So I have to wait. If something has happened to the patient, what will have happened? Look at the closure of the surgical blocks. Look at ICU. Look at the closure of eye department. There are signs that we have. There are problems, and this can be resolved when there's prudent management of our scarce resources.
Really, what are these issues you have against?
Well, there were so many issues that were discussed. First of all, I was there because of the vindication. No, there was this.
Kasaba, Hedamuna Masibium, Impensible as dependable have a home for other manedisa and Komowe Eddie Ebro. Nidodu from Ohio, US of A. Welcome to Ghana. Nidodu Emoa Kwaba. Une Ohokeni Neomba. Nti Ehwasem. National organizer for the ruling National Democratic Congress. Kofi Adams, he's been in the news, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Probably I will walk him through all those things. Desi Ebusano, Sana Yaba, Abedi, Yenkoma, as I say, Edi. That's what guys are calling.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe I come on.
Oh, Yamidi,
Why it's signifying victory for one family and Ghana. And under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama.
Oh, a victory for Ghana. Insofar as Nyami Debia, your koya to just your bumper, your koda, your soria, a victory. Now, Sav Kunimbia, Yakupo Nankasa, this year, Mampini Mahama, Ninsem, Ugusua, or guided through the processes of Befa. Now, through those processes, so you may encounter challenges. There's no way we build a better life. Won't go through the process of challenges. And when they say,
okay, so we are still in the process of building.
Oh, of course, we never end building, and nobody ends. And look, and now we call Legon, now we lecture theater, even for first degree. What are they looking for? One can be someone there now at this age, who could them school. But even near death, crano, go for Gusua, more building Sana or minor city. Chrome, that our ubaye ni ye wodi nsuo bɛkɔ hɔ maybe ubaye ɔmo akwan no in 4-5 years time no na kuro foforo so ayɛ den ɔno so ayɛ den apie a ɔde usadi ibi so yɛ den ɛkɔ hɔ so as for building ɔman no deɛ yɛbɛkɔ so but ɛyɛ levels no ɛna ɛyɛ de ohwɛ the levels a mampani mahama ɔde ɛrekɔ no akɔakɔyɛ today nea late president Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ɔhyɛ asa ontumi nwie no exactly those footprints ɛna wohu we time a ansa na yɛbɛtu Kwame Nkrumah yes ɔna ɔnyɛ hwee ɛna wayɛ sɛ ɛna ma cool no ba yɛ ma yɛtu no every ha de bedru no yɛsɔre a na Kwame Nkrumah dian na yɛbɔ wobɛbɔ any significant project bi a na Kwame Nkrumah wobɛbɔ any after Mahama ne 8 years no wobɛhu nye ebesi most of the projects are maybe President Nkrumah and yes considering the time no will still be foresight and a visionary projects but President Mahama may tower all those achievements now you pay significant investments are this one. Oh yeah.
Easy to draw a conclusion. President Mahama 8 years next one and meaning that what clears our line of 2016 or 2017.
I know the Eshenya minsem na se papa nipa ye na ye hwe so de ato aba ne pa dia na enye nsema ni obi beka afa wo hu but yes eye den a woman me bepe wo sen maybe wo step madana obi a or abontin na nkoho be hwe dwuma pa abranti be president with ama oman significant ebi o ha wo yes some major target projects bi a directly no unhu no so mfa so unless you enu bi na okay at time na Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ya akosombo dam no na at the course of the project no one na no hu akosombo one onya akosombo mfa so wa woti wo baby no ye ka nya woti ande yes ye Kwame Nkrumah ye na dwende insu a e fa free no o kosi wall a blocking insu no ama ya ye down sana no moti o mu hu no so mfa so that o wie ye ye sha se de ye nya kanea no ifri ho nkofo edumdum omu generators omu so onto electricity no omu hu ni a Kwame Nkrumah ye no so mfa so time Kwame Nkrumah ye tema motorway say woti maybe far away in either Kumasi ana Sunyani ana Paga na Tamale wo ni habi even kura woti tema ubu bisan de ana ekwan ya Kwame Nkrumah na enye sikase ya ana ono so mfa so na ekose ye traffic kura me koye ma dia na ye traffic a eko because of construction na ekoso uwie ye enne una moto so ana we bisan hu de se Kwame Nkrumah yes our project na nka ebeye de na yituma connect Accra to Tema another industrial city any harbor city so a visionary in a targeted ejuma kesa President Mahama Kwame Nkrumah interchange Tetekwashi interchange expansion of Takoradi harbor a building of international airport northern part of the country and other airstrips expanding Kotoka International Airport the Eastern Corridor project to open up another area for the development revamping defunct factories are targeted sugar shoe aiding to establish cement factory baby raw material ebeboa sa project bringing about employment also cocoa yen seedlings last year 50 million yen farmer omo interested in going into cocoa this year yen fa 60 million farmer fertilizer na nka ye subsidize o mutia bibi kakra yen farmer hon for free because so nim there ye boon hon sa in 6 years in 7 years in 8 years time no so betia baba ama infasuo kese na ebeba.
I see.
So that is visionary leadership. Nya ye nene no wa wonni vision no wonhu. Wa wonni vision no wonhu. De bia me kama sem. De wo ye eja wo fie. Na wo de wo ma de bia omobon sama on ya wo ye bia they are happier. You must ask yourself, means there should be a problem. Because all of us no ya ye mofra pen. Time wo ye bibia enya wo papa na wo meka de kofi jai sa de no na you are not happy about nya wo papa ka. Maybe you free school by ko dia grow or baby papa say fa wo books no na your homework. Ana da me de wo ka call about there be menye sa. Kona ko yesi my yanko farms. Ko school not na school dan suade. Obi ono pede o ko ye bibi fofo. That kind of thing no, and in the same way with leadership. You two about maw as mampenia. Enye popularity contest. As a leader, you take decisions a winning the ede woman no be kwenim. Enye ni ankofo be bon sama. Jai no bia anye ni a ope. Ujai obia de onye ni a ope a. Obia everybody will be happy initially. Ebe obia de obia nsi so ni a me pia na me but 4 years, 5 years later, ebe breedy indiscipline to such a point that mine so for me, be very confident. I am there. Ye nyama pinia, a friend of John Dramani Mahama. Nyama or ye the way or touching no. Them on wakai and sometimes like the work of an artist. Or shall say there, exactly what it is. In confirm tenacity. The years recent. But a significant narration and on that issue. And maybe more confidence there. Ghana. Your friend of Ghana. We will get to that level again.
But you've been in the news, specifically saying the leader of the opposition party, Nanado, quite difficult, sir, a response that he's not a violent person. You think that he is? The Mati in the marking, if that is the situation.
First and foremost, Bisa uti hey pa edientina nkofo sorry a ombeka de o ni pay otise wonnama wo kroma wo obi a so openma oyewi oye violent person oye say oje na nkofo omubo omuti keke na omuka ode obi sa that edientina nkofo a omo ben omeka sansem no afawo and significant and yemi na meka mitie openi Kofi Kumsam oye one of the MPP celebrated writer also no Ghana for your mistake na yenya president Akufo-Addo ono ontumi nda of force crowd obeda ontumi nkata ni nwa enyemi na meka ye ni pay MPP ni en obeka sasem Maswell Kofi Juma also Leonardo be a terrible president. I didn't think Obeka de ni pa be a terrible president. Dr. Ata Kennedy na fano as the director of communication ono suji tum de obeye because he knew him from a distance. Obeye the director of communication we election. I didn't say na oka fano also Nana always seems to be endorsing violence. Enyeme na mikaye. Tienia Dr. Ureku Brobeka, we tienia Dr. Nyaonya Uta Makloka. Ni na eko to the point that Nipano also adia enyem. Ena onu ankasa opemu na ankasa ninsema okokaye. Ose etiwa ye kire ho ne bibi kakra. Na obia de ye mienu na all die be die. Etiwa eden na ekoso anu okada ye kire ho bibi kakra trusem violence. And this adenesi maybe through elections wo fast akwan no ma wo de wini wo by election na emretwem na nka wo kuhia wo party mana at least ye kom kra won condemn ya and ye men kan wan sem kra na wo san a hye ho ne den ena wo analysis ne de ye bro Anita Dizoso ye to bubo against Kofi Adams ye say no e ye bibi kakra ye kire ho ne bibi kakra obi ade no e ye mienu they all die we die.
So you sum it up by interviews are granted any other programs are all call say it makes Nana a very
and I'm saying that it's not enough for you to go and there we call kojina ahimfobia nim there onye violent nka we are saying in the first place no ye wo mra wo man num so there are limits to which you can go maybe mra no ntumi enchiw but if you cross a certain limit the law will deal with you. Why? Ye wo man abranti ya na oye danado ne okay onya abranti kwa oye pin security head Captain Koda. Na obi aye ne bibia. Na obi aye ne bibi. But across a certain limit. Then the BNI for etun suffering to deal with him. So yes, man na enjoying the or right in Kaubetuma ye baby to bring this. Or yeah, he will be dealt with appropriately. Mo bia enyo no nkwan. Mo bia mfa nhye na adwenu mu de. Me de me were right there mutum ayese. We yeah, the law will deal with you.
Okay. Let's remember so atibubu you may see one. Obama Kwaba we come on.
Obako.
He's been in the news for probably in court coming after a flag bearer. Per analysis Hawaii, seeing him as supportive of violent actions, quoting certain individuals within your party, Dr. Nyahutamaklu, Dr. Dr. Arthur Kennedy,
Dr. Brobe,
and other
Pastor
members.
Kofi Juma, Kofi Komsen.
Clearly, he's saying that
Chairman
free, sir, to trust him now. I wanted to get his interpretation because the news is all over. So he doesn't think Nana means what he's saying, that I'm not a violent person. Question is, if you're not violent, why will people tag you as such?
Good morning. My health food in our for traffic in urban. Quick one. Minim nimfia wadi. But met me a share from 1979 to 1981. About man sena the near fika cra fine. Nti ohun ye koso man. Ye ka violence ha. Ye can't trust someone. Ye can't with this someone. Ye can nipa say fundamental human rights be gia from sem to the point say do be gina dia ho ne abotu akun. Abra ye famra papem ra kwaso papa bia. Maybe he saw it. Now, or you're fortunate enough, say, only the architect of our revolution, the former president J.J. Rawlings, on an eye, one into violence, party, or maybe, or experience, kind of will be. We can pardon him. You better be the watch channel because it's our democracy. Until we are assume, say, Ghana for refuse the SC. That's not a big deal. But they should be remembered, I say I remind you all, including in your committee, said this time election, a year one of issues. Issues were economic. The suku sem, issue, your pomodin sem. What I say, of course, your security. You know so. And no pay and ra. Nredie, they see what table on a party. On the national organizer. A mabunu nkwadaa ne ade asi on a party at table. Ya she party office. This year tututu. I no organize wo mu. And wo mu yes our table. And you Kofi Adams. Kofi Adams.
Asembisa now.
Then and some people say on a organization, a NDC youth. And wo ma ya ade no. International organizer as national organizer. Eyo no.
Na tututu no.
Ana okwa ye ko organize wo mu no ko training wo mu no mu tututuo no mu se party office. Eyo no ana. It's a question. Ghanaians want to know. Eyo NDC mabunu na aye. Oma ye bi pen, oma ye bi pen, oma ye bi pen. The National Party headquarters. You betum ye the incredible betutum. Oh. Ye wo men ye wo NDC ababunu youth organizer e wo asante memu for me na continent radio so e ka se ye yase kotokura no afia ba ye betu obi betwitwa no enam ye betwitwa no tesenia ye twitwa tomato e ono national organizer ono na o se no kutupa wo ho ana e ono so ya no pa no fa telephone no ka chen se danfo continent radio so na kwa kasa ye NDC for ya sikotokura no aye du etwitwa nkrofo wa abato e Krachi beti another radio station osi na Akufo Addo be wu June na Akufo Addo by June na wawu. Is it the leader of the NDC and now onu Kofi Adam as organizer national organizer onu no se sa nipa no kutupa na onu no man sa adwene na na hwe baby aye duro no maame no no oti dwom bantema dwom oton tomato so je Kufuor His Excellency penso no kofa tomato na kadu na nsa na asa no ote ne faso na de kakra kwhwe ne ma okunu nya adwuma abofia kohoma sa maame ne okofa na kanu mu a bosome na otwe mienu na nsan na apro sa maame ne ni atu atọ ne nsem akunafo ni kuna wu agya na mkoda miensa otimi ntua school fees national health insurance teta odia kola yare no de ne be hospital na obedu be bi na anya adwuma duro kra de be ba no kra ensa yare sa nipa no ono ne adwene no ho agriculture yeku adwuma aguo ene agigye apansam koko ya yesi eguso e de ama selective cocoa spray eno kohwe akuafo komna da ne amakurum ko bisare pani ko manu ananka oti koko Kufuor penso oti bag be se du ene bag be mi ensakra nyame anye na doma enu nti na o ma muni nyina esese ye kra koko 15,000 metric tons in 2015 eba o mayin in penny 70 da sansem we nyina wo ho aye be ka ho asem nye be gina so aka na Akufo Addo of course o ye mo target why not o flag bearer o pen ho asem o so pese osom ne man nti wodi betim de nasio na nya de amunye bi dani. You've done it and done it and done it. This is the last time. Nobody obie ni ho a better rate sa na man Ghana ni bie ni ho better rate sa na man na Akufo Addo tuturani. How many times nipa send na Akufo Addo do magina stake so abontuo? How many? Anamo wa bem since 8 years muni. You have all the apparatus. When him say nipa no violent, nipa no ye say. Fadi jina mrenim. Then why afa ho? You have nothing. It's empty talk. Empty talk.
Did no.
Very cheap one. And you think, say, and no be adwuma said previously I adwuma. It will not fly this time, right?
But is Nana a violent person?
That is the point. What charge anyway? Court to bay. And a dear, ya children da bay, police station bay, and will be here report to bay. Where? Oh, this time, right, we should put them to the test. Ask him. Busa Kofi Adam say that Ben or no or ye complain ye children na Akufo Addo. And now obi fufuro ye complain say na Akufo Addo what two and among say the utiamra. Violence is against the law. It's a crime in this country. And to 2 minutes or to one among one children no you convicted no by a competent court of law. By undertaking any violence, sorry I did damano namoka. It will not fly this time. Ask him that question. Na pusa said that Ben ye chile na Akufo Addo. That Ben ye didn't go to court. Please, you come na make us out. Never na wasa. You come, Kofi, keep your cool. Come with your records. That say na na dan Akufo Addo kontokwa ha. Ye chile no, ye report no ko police ha. That say na Akufo Addo ye we ye dire kwa ha. That say ye.
But you are closer to Nana. Assembly say why would Nana give even that attention and then go to respond that minye nipa basa see the nipa binimo kaka se minye nipa basa kempo na no da abatu atwam ke bia na nka metimi afa akwanya bisukrama basa ya aba e hanana see the tun so basa
oh na say what papa yes Mr. Benefsin as I say Osina Nekufuado is a victim of circumstances yanke kan yan fanto so you see the nana episode chere say yes of course everything dey atos but e mane nye ho ana ye kan asem no kakakaka wa udu baabi na wantimi a many pa hu senia no credit ya people assume said the cattle so side to the be as silent means consent unka ho hwe de wadi ato it is not true. And among instances, we have people, the evidences are there. During their regime and their time, we saw real violence. We saw killings. I know they're not more. We saw bloodshed here. Oh, man, the history is still there. The records are still there. Nipa over 200 and something, nobody has able to account for them between the revolutionary period. Nana Kufuado. Several under J. Kufuor's government as foreign minister and then attorney general. At what time, an order, a beating of somebody, at what time, the order said, young people being sent home near Munitunian. Please, somebody be can. If you think the Mubetinia can personality, a friend say attacks and insult, young Fanny Man Tareno, any idea, we will not go to that tangent with you, but we will deal with the situation.
Right.
We will deal with it.
What of the issue of any mobile charges? The problem we have as a country is about leadership, and we are unable to delink the leader because on November country the progress are positive. Yeah. In all the qualities and life happenings, and they as a Ghana, Obia original simply Ghana. And to we need to scrutinize the person.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Perfectly so. I agree. You scrutinize a person. And to scrutinize now from so you provide evidence to that effect.
Right.
Now from so now you want to create it. They said only create, loot and share. No, you create and from so and then you pass it on and try to paste it.
Okay, Kofi, he raises very good points.
Good points.
Unfortunately, Muntimi for such a violent person, and call post station and go court. They will more.
When you are come, when will be a nim there or a weaver area hobbit, yen chain, and to train, don't be real once. And now, when will be a yes, ni pay a within it, or yet the incident and the possibility there, or nya will be a obekum. And to train no kum will be answer. Train no kum once, son, welcome once. That's exactly what he suggested.
That is not.
Please, Yadin. We'll be some question. I will be some question. I make a dead. Yadin.
Yeah, okay.
Keep quiet.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I've not asked you any question.
Good.
Who will be some question? I hope that he will ask me. So Yadin.
Good.
Minia, we see anything America then crop forward short-sighted. Or moon drink or chinahua. That's the way they will talk. And now will be the tomatoes bar, and a yento, and will be the banchi bar, and a yento, and so on and so forth. You see, will you be a or critical analysis? Or him deal was our field now. We yes our analysis. Minia, in there are about 10% plus. And a lot of middle class homes, you know. Omu nim the last time, omu ko jom koto banji fresh. Edi benu ya fufu ofi.
Fufu ayaka.
Fufu ayaka. Enu no mo use. And this who you be a still in Crawford shifting from woman fune this na fresh banji aye koto ojoma. Na who there people are drifting to need fufu and the rest. And the also best sell business now. Okoswana fresh banchina na wotwa. Some of the targeted consumers, no, or masasa. It doesn't need a rocket scientist to come and teach Improper there. That is what is happening. Mr. Nwode, Edienti, and Improper supermarkets. Those times are na ye kan wasem. Big supermarkets are APA near a honanko for your shopping. Ne the middle class no omo shifty omo point baby omo ton munyama to other places ostensibly for good reasons. Omo hini say o car now the car be come market akoto wadia. We call some of the markets want to mean here build business. Want to mean go to wadia because we nya baby a we be party. So go fulfill there you prefer Accra Mall.
Marina
Mall. The Kaswadi because you kwa Nungwadi no you kwa you benya bibia you be parking yenka.
But if bottom line is bottom line is I think that there's a bit of not even a bit unfair treatment being meted out to Nanado.
Medru was say from other places. Enti menka also a bit called your man. This. And nunti, and President Mahama, or ye visionary no. Also, Ketia market. Yen Sisan. Na yen the most modern market ever West Africa. So that who middle level person na pede obe koho because we just be being parked wo car ni sa nyama no ye be create some facilities no. Eyi obi a o adwin daje adwin pa so that san nipa na also turn to tomatoes are yen meto because nipa no prefer the obeko supermarket a obenya bibia obe park ne car no obenya sa opportunity no so aba kejetia with ma beto tomatoes no because obenya bibia obe park ne car comfortable any obi a o adwin pa. Oh yeah, that's what President Mahama is doing, but normal. Enyo bia na obehu enyo bia na obenya sa vision enyo bia na obehu the sa di o there me ya na o there cocoa issues me the MP before care about cocoa na mystery but thank God there was some of them omo at least no omo ehu na no mitie afenyo markings okay bibi also look let's accept the fact that the activities of Galamsey no some of the cocoa farmers. Anything that you are buying here to fight and deal with Galamsey, no, or no, the of Waso, are buying this man. Second point, overaged cocoa seedlings. They be a mekamasem. The akokra, many would tie ye way a pania, ye di tumrika. And ya dear may perform better than obia or younger. Say, no cry maybe young one opinion. Cocoa plant no ye dria a drew stage bia woman of fertilizer who spray where then than is why then at the nipa. Anything now where banner would drew age bia. This is a woman ya nature there why one way then akem. Sana cocoa diano so then enya forever. A drew stage be our day with plants, they would draw for. It is only we President Rawlings are breastfeed free after 83, 84 fires now you see ya. Mobi squads ne comprehensive urban supported cocoa planting. And you only under President Mahama. And ya some focus on some project today. Yen chechia Indiana, cocoa Indiana, engineer, entumi wiye no, yen training na, yen support farmers no, na yen dua for. But no, just my last point on Nane's issue of violence. Yeah, can watch him also. Me nko atebubu, nko kade nia youth ni ye no, omo ya dia pa bibi kakra, eno mo di che. Police for now omodi chair omo opponent there be me answer because me mfuaso say we leader okoko jina platform.
But you accept that is a violent situation.
No kade
you accept said the cause for Atibubu.
Of course.
Shameful to a democracy.
Then that is why we have directed that Obi Aoye involved should be dealt with as individual and prosecuted
but
accordingly.
But as of now, Kasa we could see, so the DC was very much around.
What I'm saying is
but
that,
as of now, the still around.
You see, sometimes in comfort because political omuye party impenifonity we don't deal with that. It's wrong. But mempede meko bechi too far. Suban bi a ebinum wo no omo cross kra na se omo be join no wa yes obia bodam kra na se oye ne de se kokra nya ye de hunahuna mofra no de na still ni ebi wom. I'm not surprised about sometimes the behavior of the DC, and I'm very much disappointed. Obia across a carpet. Across a carpet from MPP. Obaye. How did he see? No, he came from MPP. Oh no, he came from MPP. Obaye, yes, general.
But all this while free MPP about
American.
So we knew that
we thought that maybe Yasani Yare. But
this is a very serious political statement.
I'm telling you. So
all those who've crossed over from the MPP into the ND.
Main card say Osan Krofo Yare and Yomunina now, Omosanko and there had never been any occasion or more that NDC headquarters has been locked. And now Obia Fasikan, the Odeba NDC headquarters, the Oba Abeye Bibiwo. And now to the point that the chairman of the party based through for the life that or committing crap, no crap, a weapon. As I didn't NC were NDC headquarters. Maybe yes, constituency offices are or maybe lower level. No. Issues, but never have we recorded a loss of life at our young party headquarters that, as against original chairman.
It is not to seem say the SU Atibubu just something you can sweep under the carpet.
Who says that? Yes, sweep under the carpet.
Say they will see Kassan as he said. No, the SU Atibubu is just a normal exercise routine we have instructed and directed.
The Atibubu issue you're taken very, very serious. Look here. With your report now, almost see, they are accusing the regional minister, the local government minister, of effecting a lawful directive there. You feel the why you obey. Whether would dismiss papa or a fail. The appointing authority had decided there says ya mawijuma a do stage via obisumbe yebi. Enya o property, enya even akunja bi ayebeka there blood this nti wotena so when wote so ai na ye we free akunja so nti bibisa there be a political appointment. You may be the best performing DC in the country, but appointing authority betuma decide there be why you wage juma we so call no be so.
So there's an admission that Eba said to trust him now. It is not with any political party, but it's with all political parties.
I am not talking about it to trust him in the position of the leader, where President Mahama. Now where President Mahama. Because I wonder, who better President Mahama because we jena bibi akade. Ya chere honi bibi kakra. Enti musanyen like in other words encouraging there. Musanyen no more. President Mahama yes I
yeah, members.
Yes, of course. President Mahama yes sir. Unku jena bonte ba obetumi a order.
Order how?
Oh, bet me for telephone order.
It happens.
It can happen. Why not? O man wo help bet me for telephone afre wo kwa lebi. Monko na kukufuka antai monko jojo no. The kwani ajojo metai. Ebi na the order is coming from you. Who know? You see, baby, I draw no. We must tackle the issues as they are. Your mind here building. We are not building nations around personalities. What you say? Or minor here building institutions, pillars, no, the structures are there. The police institution is there, the judiciary is there, everything. Now, at Tebubu, what has happened is of one of the high security threats to the nation.
At Tebubu?
Yes. As soon as you know, enya asem ketewa kopem se na yente o man mu na DC ye bonu tuokum na besi na obi ahu DC voter region ye sutu no ye kun no before se ye bekum no na threats akọ no so se ye nyi na adwuma ye nyi na di na enya asem ketewa another DC wo efa bronwafo ho na ye ko chase no NDC hoodlums chase no gangs odimirika na sika na ono ho oyi sika no guye omu fifa sika no ana onya akwa no bia regional minister has to call from Sunyane near Kofane de Ebesudan. It has happened up north. This is back of Ampum, Pessina Yahuno, and no precipice or horse a political yinti. The first Ashanti regional minister I appointed, Mobabem 2009. Efijasi, he had to run. Kushia and DC for memoir near day. It's a sort of journey for dear life. We have all these things on our hands. We need to deal with them. Una wa them. Ana muna all the prosecution in our moho by the Attorney General. The police is there to do their work. Mu feel say bibia koso na a breach of law. Just give it to the police. Besine obi aje complain there. Besine obi anya hwe. In any case, mommy indicated here for kakra about this cocoa thing. Cocoa, before Seje Kufuor His Excellency took over 2001. Now cocoa, your export was around 350,000 metric tons. And now say when Swadi Huna or Jane Kong County. You say you revamp the cocoa industry. Seedlings here you can once a mean. We're giving out to farmers. Mass cocoa spraying. Extension officers, your momo field. The target was 1 million metric tons within a span of 6-7 years. Lo and behold, abra yefri abemuno na ya export to around 760,000 tons, metric tons. NDC befa akunyana within a span of 1-2 years. Na Nyuma na je Kufuor abandi gu akwemo cocoa industry na started so aba. We hit the 1 million metric tons. Now I started decline. And here the say we are around 500 to 600,000 metric tons. Yeah, quiet, yeah, decline. Yes, of course, cocoa diani, yes. Enyini. Yes, we know. Yani enimno, agriculture we know. Enyini drew baby, ye chagu. Enti cocoa board. Omapomodia research into hybrid. And they would be a cocoa 3 years, 4 years now. So now, it will be 8 years now. They say you are in your 8th year. Semu was any swadi who said you walk canona. And the mucha cocoa me in a good year. And by now, I can do 8 years. I so bad 4 times. It's not there. The mass spraying is not there. In Nura, you come on via. Fertilizers are, I say, you see, subsidized fertilizers, I say, farmers, and and production is declining. And we are in a mess. Agriculture totally, what saw agriculture, the growth was about 4.something%. And now agriculture growth is 0.04%. And it's what they in reverse. Yes, of course. Vision, you're forward looking. Vision. And so I didn't, and Yanni Yanani, who quite you couldn't quite anymore. A big dear batch, to say the car or reverse year. No, everything is in reverse. And let's see, I find that. The buyer and be able to see Asheme. Or say Ghana is broke. IMF. Ghana is broke. Or minor abubu atitia pansam. Because unable to meet financing costs. And yet the same IMF. And our fee money, you 2 million koto home. Say a call for fiscal policy credibility. Omuma boyani and she said, Omuma on your $990 million within a span of 1 year. 1 year, no crime. The IMF come to report to the whole world. Say Ghana is broke. And we are sitting here. Yet the answer boy a cocoa. Better Ghana. It the big keke. Ya dear. Mammy not talk tomato. Maybe as a seminar may have that in Chichemu. Yes, of course. Middle class will always be there. The few. Oh, I better Ghana and one. We don't expect them to make up to no. We don't expect them to make up. No. They have the more to go. Yes, that is for them. But for we, the majority, the poor man, taxi driver not take Kamuna or what you see here, trot driver. Teacher ni poor teacher no. Akwadana baya be man or co-teacher training in nursing training na allowance ya Jeffrey in seven. You don't expect him so about snack or cram more. No koto tomato paste. Wakoto need fufu. No. Me wa for one minute dane amakrum na nkura kwaja nsoko. Onfa kan free nsoko mesene mra cram more no medidwa. It's absolutely impossible. And we are talking yakasa ma won enine. The majority of Ghanaians are day in and day out. Omusugu on yem nipa dakom wo mayimu. Nipa odakom na sade asa ana waba kumase na wafro pampa so na wakohwe binuanom ma ye a binum ye kan awiri mrant bi kura nyanyam na nkoda don no mo de dam profo store anim pata ubehu so mayimu ya.
Okay, for SMC.
Enuanum anano ayi Sodom ni Gomora yeja won kwan ye pamo mu a yesi baabi o mutene nye no kra nye obi a follow up akwakohwe wo masetenem na sane na won central for be catch me committee in parliament lands and forestry ye kan Achimota school penifo ho ane ye kan lands commission for ho forestry commission for ka ho mu media mu ho ansana Achimota school one a awie school ho yakwahwe won saase ankrofo fom fa nkrofo fom afom Achimota school saase afa. No mind you go and you look at the caliber of nkrofo a this adwumai no magi afa school saase na fa enye taxi driver no adopa wasori ahimrache on na otitasi no kono enye kaya yo ni nye papa na o pull truck awa bablushi na nsa akona no men of substance and women of substance ejina yie ewo abam wo nwuma akesi yakwa ene yakwahwe baabi o miye games ne an it is virtually besieged just say yaje ho aboso yesi anuanom na free Sodom ni Gomora no eho no ma beji no mo da o forest enti a teacher for ene anuanom ayi adwuma wo Achimota school enya kirew Achimota mfimfini ya anadwo ne ade nkrate ene sekan ehunuhunu onka hwe nyina ne abobɔ no mantu amfiri ha yebekum manyese ya teacher for wo mo quarters yebubu quarters no na obi asi ne da asi ho na langat ye training on langat enim tuoto enim sekan yusu enim awudie ana omo ye we nyina ho national security looks on omamu ni nyina looks on na yewie we nyina yewie na ye de ho sobo ekobo innocent people.
Sampain Semen Country Kofi Adams. There's still propaganda of Tenti Nanado is child's play to the people of Ghana whose concern are the hardship, corruption and incompetence of Mahama. But let me caution Kofi Adams and his people that we know Mahama to the full and can hit back too. They shouldn't start again. By the way, how many Ghanaians are in the middle class bracket?
Very clear that the middle class keeps growing and increasing. Omahini, meti hey, me Kofi Adams, and me wish in there. Ye nyo bia onya adesan onwa enyo onwa ne pe dem mekoda abontia onya baby enda. Eno nti na wo aban ne housing policy a nka MPP for to make a change the 8 years na ye ba aban mu e housing units a ye wie nothing but President Mahama obotu mu de nsa esi no bo akade me we a lot of housing units for security agencies, for private persons, and for moving in a year, 8 years, going to mean even any housing unit. But President Mahama, between mo, any ubia, we are a man for being a dia or mubedam, who should we consider as visionary? But main kind there, yeah, lower level people, but yeah, na make say before the absence of supermarket into the middle class for no lower class for no, omo na koto ade were the same place. Say omenya alternative into ade omo mba hobio. So that will be a reduction. Until we sales no so better. And today media before now just GBC. Any competition no GBC for pair. More advert no more here. Make I those days. On my FM station, a year juma about 12 no more off. Any competition till obia year 24/7. Obia adapt obia year various models to be able to attract people into their business because of competition. So all these must be factored in. But agree. You see, in 2007, let's say paper biaka the economy is broke. They can 2007. Eurobond busia yeko boy or not be and I had be then be chia akitia. Yes, I thought Vodafone, according to Mr. Kwame Pienim, say Anton Vodafone, the economy would have completely collapsed. In President Mahama Anton any state asset to support economy. President Mahama onkoji Eurobond there, me dey be your salaries. We still pay our salaries from revenues now generated locally through our taxes.
But the more general questions about money for money.
Menyo bia, oye bia, opede okodi chiu. But in 2007, the entire agri sector, ni growth no, na ye negative 1.7, minus. Entire agri sector in 2007, ene okoti figure no, okoti positive figure, enye negative. But o complaining. Honorable Kukufu complaining that 0.04%. Eye positive, no. And yet, and true, I admit that I agree we can do better. But in 2007, Omatina Memu for 7 years, no, the reported growth for agriculture was minus 1.7. But for me, I don't want to compare. So me compare more omuye taller. Mun kon kofa obi a oye this mutia bi enfan compare the Michelle na na so because of it me tall. No. Pede ye kade obi ye taller, your height. And I think that no any near NDC Amy and nuntina President Mahama ne very important days be that we ye no the call farms. Say nye cocoa farms e be rice farms. Say nye rice farmer e be other crops. E then actually to motivate and encourage those persons there. Munye more of that. On Hinina, President Mahama Deneba or inviting as a guest for the State of the Nation address. We need to inviting her because why ye bibia eya dia mampeni pede other chiefs no omuye den omu emulate there asase kesise obejemu or the amade young persons are mufri mu area any other places no mumbeje na munye big cocoa farms at one place many acres ebeboa the boosting of what agriculture and this ayebetena ha nani ayebeka and I say and ya say dia we want this campaign to be on issues and you're ready to debate every issue. Look, Nanado ne persuasion Quran one audience so call or care about the issue of inso one audience so call MPP wa abemunu na ye obibi a friend Kufo gallon e won kra ha me name says that time no na wo parliament enti wo bi abe wo bi kra wo be ye wa adwen de wo hu ye na Kufo kra yellow gallons omo nam e na omo hwie nso omo nya even kole nso yi bi kra na omo asako ene all those areas no anything like gallon.
Okay,
President Mahama Adani.
Just a minute. Quick break for just a minute. Yeba will come to someone. Just sorry, just a minute. Just Yako break up. Just 1 minute. We'll come and sum it up here. Just a minute. Okay. Yadamina was Papa. I don't know. National organizer Kofi Adams for this year.
Yo, enti na asema na manusi so ansa na ye call break na make okan so ho asema ne ya adwen yɛbɛka nsuo ho asɛm na yɛhu aban a wa contribute more to providing potable water in this country. Information no da ho clear. Yɛbɛka akwan ho asɛm. Yɛbɛka employment ho asɛm. Aban a wetuma generate employment opportunities more in this country. The focus bibia eda na no hu there or revive defunct factories in Ekeka ho to create more employment, to reduce yen import cover no, because minia ye we commander sugar factory for example that sugar be ananka ye credible mine mu no say yen crabium ye beka education ho asem na ye hu aban a wa contribute more to education in this country, whether it is infrastructure, whether it is teacher education, of course. And on ayepe e na President Mahama Kolonchi accounting to the people book enye na I say omo jani from the issues they bia na nado nankasa key architect nsema mo raise ya solve ya ka ho asem a ye wie kra no na ogusu raise. For example, now we are also in the real state of the nation address. Also, reach hospital. Oh, that's why so much. There, of course, omo responded that, but Nanado still no ordinam. Ayen nsema odeko. Eno na odi bezi a ojeji President Mahama de oye corrupt. Ade a enye no kure. Agency na odi can resist as no do yate. Na ye hu information no. Adisema ye kai no na enye no kure. Ama mo apologize o ma correct bibia no. Na nado ni nam kroma eno na eye na njoma all to bibia. Okay. So we will debate and expose him.
Right. Yo, thank you. Oman, wait a quick one. Kufia can say, you know, when to me, Ghana is broke by IMF, and they want to me and say,
Ghana, never you want to me. If Ghana is broke, Ghana has no. You have invited me there, no, please. You are inviting me. You are inviting me. I'll say 2007.
Won't you? I that's how I accept challenge for you. I'll say minus growth. 2007. Look at the mischief. You took over in 2009. The 2009 figure was 4.6%.
What was the 2006 figure?
Oh, please.
No, Bisande, what was the 2006 figure? What was the 2006 figure?
You took over the reins. What did your mind? What did you handing over? Agriculture was growing at 4.6%.
2006. So what about 2006?
And the finance minister, FR, pen. And a paper. No letter.
This type of analysis.
And World Bank and IMF. Say Ghana economy na ye papa jina na so. Of all the Kofia came 2006, 2007, 2009, it has been stabilized. Now we and no can say. I feel oil no so Kofua man to me ahwehwa man commercial quantities and also ba boy papa. Finance minister next way. Now we need President Rawlings never the 2 terms. As civilian president, never got the benefit. When ya oye wisi campus will be if you send a bini ho. Name of promoting at GMPC adwuma. Ewo the PNDC pencil. Ayani swadi hu. Ehwehwe oye. Omi ye bia. Irakufo ba abemu. Was ade am predecessor ye GMPC. Except say omalusu focus. Omini sikom de ye adwuma. Eti me disika e be shem na ya refocus on ya restructure GMPC. Na ye nyame adoma ye be strike oil in commercial quantities ya papa 2007 ana ye ni so ade hunu bam ana president Kofo Suma say munye na mo fan ko parliament na mo fan ko kire Ghana for say nyame aye adom NDC for them parliament o mu say ya adwon
politics
and 2010 last quarter up to today munya oil revenue the receipt of $4 billion there John Rawlings enya bida Kofo enya bida
you subject to this to critical
yes analysis and Ghana is broke and agreement honorable loan mobile Ghana kaya dey $9.5 billion Ghana cedis.
Oh.
And now every 97 billion.
The Mauya Baumia student.
May a Baumia student.
Baumia student.
May a Baumia student.
Baumia student. I will quote it wrong. So
Dr. Wampa. Dr. Wampa.
Dr. Wampa Rapwa was it?
Dr. Wampa walkway.
I don't know. The part of Kofi White now.
Honorable Kennedy who Monko ye Baumia student. Monko ye Baumia student.
Dr. Wampa. Wabajia to say 97 billion Ghana cedis. President is say $24 billion. Baumia say $37 billion. Dr. Wampa said there be mumi enu nyina mati. President wa do ho na ade wa ban no. Wati $25 billion. E kan ho bi na wokofi.
Okay. 37 billion.
E kan ho bi na wokofi no.
The same.
E kan ho bi. President na who doesn't know.
37 is 25 the same.
Kofi Adams asho no omo mpa e bo no tema park bi so mechiro.
Sawa
ombo magana. Maame sofu bi obo no modern di nyame asem tete. Ma the foundation in nyame asem.
No ayepa.
Na fapem no so se Ghana nkunim die 2016. Inti bomodiana weekend wo brea. Oh, Asia park ne so.
Na weekend
we didn't go. Na ya fire man. Ya bonus.
Weekend abroad do.
Na you know free Baumia class because onya prayer so that spirit be you know.
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh no. Mondays and Wednesdays.
Monday and Wednesday. And Wednesday.
Uko na so ko to say ye di magana. Oh, Ghana is big.
Oh, there you demand na. You free Baumia. Oh, there you free. Oh, but
yeah, my man, no musu ya.
But you can't make go. At least at table there no me I condemn it completely.
But at least obia tiasio. Obia anko ni chi. Mun say with this in the man. Mun say with this in the man.
But he has made a very good statement.
Original chairman Adams.
Original chairman, whoever you are, the party from national condemns.
Said they are making there. Oh, that's the part. Mahama Adams would have wished that. Mahama Adams would have wished that he's still alive today.
This is a future to
Mahama Adams.
South Africa.
Mahama Adams would have wished that he's alive today. Mahama Adams.
Go with us. Yes, yeah. If you are a